Alright guys, so we just went over how to multiply rational expressions, and now we're going to divide. Now do you remember when we did our fractions review, we were dividing fractions. It looks really ugly, but there was 3 words we remembered. Remember what those 3 words were to help us with dividing fractions? Keep, change, flip. Good, and we did some examples with keep, change, and flip. Okay, and I'm going to do a couple of examples with you. Let's do one that's probably like one that, like, if you could do this, then you could do any of them. And I'm going to write it in scary format, which means you're going to be like, oh, that looks so ugly. And it does. But you know what? It won't be too bad if we know how to factor and if we can keep, change, flip. Alright, isn't that hideous? Yeah, that looks awful, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to factor that, and then we'll keep, change, flip. So I'm going to write above here, keep, change, flip. We're going to factor. Oh, why did it do that? Okay. So step 1, factor. Step 2, keep, change, flip. Okay, I'm going to call on 3 of you to factor that thing. So will you guys, the x minus 1, I've got nothing I can do with right there. But the other ones, we're going to see if we could factor either GCF or to our trinomials to binomials, kind of factoring. Take about 30 seconds, go. Alright, so our 3 lucky people, we've got Micah, you're going to take that first one. Then we're going to go to Josh Lim for the second one. And then Adam, you've got the last one. Alright, so let's go through this. So, hey, not much we can do with this x minus 1, right? We'll leave it like it is. But Micah, what did you do with the x squared minus 2x minus 8?
It multiplies to -8 and adds -2, positive 2 and -4.
You guys agree? X plus 2x minus 4? Good job, Micah. Alright, so then let's go to Josh. X squared minus x, what can we do with that?
X.
Good, and what does that leave behind?
X minus 1.
Awesome. Okay, and then Adam, what about the x squared plus 8x plus 12? You guys agree? Yes, alright, so step 1 we factored. Good job, you got that factoring down. Now when I say keep, change, flip, what are we keeping the same? The first fraction, okay? We're keeping that the same. So I'm going to write it right here. I'm keeping that as x minus 1 over x plus 2 and x minus 4. So that's keep. What is change? We're changing it from what to what? From division to multiplication. So now instead of dividing, I'm going to put the dot, which, what does that dot mean? Multiplying. So keep, change, and lastly flip. What are we flipping? Our denominator. Good job. So I'm going to flip that over now. So I have x plus 2 and x plus 6. And then in the denominator we have the x and the x minus 1. So we have factored, we keep, change, flip, and now we're going to, third step, simplify. Which which just means if it's the same top or bottom, we cross it out. So, Lashaya, what can I cross out here? X minus 1s are gone. Awesome. What else? X plus 2s are gone. Nice. So then what's left over? Well, we have this x plus 6. And then in the bottom, what do we have? X and x minus 4, and then that's it. Now that's kind of a crazy problem, but didn't that work out kind of nice there? We were able to cross out some things. Started out looking super ugly and scary, but it ended not too bad. Now most of the problems you're going to see are not written in scary format like this. It's written like this, but you're still dividing fractions, so we're going to follow those same steps. We'll factor, keep, change, flip, and then simplify. What if it's already factored? Cool, then we'll just keep going. Hey, someone's going to ask, so let's go to this next problem here. Can I cross out those v plus 8s before I keep, change, flip? And as long as it's on the same fraction, we're okay. What I couldn't do is start crossing out like across the divide. Does that make sense? So, to make life easy, can we just do that? Sure. Let's do keep, change, flip. So I'm going to do the v minus 7 over v minus 10. That stays the same, so we keep that the same. Change that divide to a multiply, and then we'll flip it over so it's v minus 10 over 1. What else can we simplify here? So all that's left is v minus 7. Hey, pretty cool, right? Okay, cool. Let's keep on going, but I need some help on this next one. Jerson, I want to simplify on this, or I want to factor. Can I do anything with a 4p squared plus 20p? What can you do?
You're going to factor 4, and then so it's going to be 4, and then parentheses p plus, wait, I got lost.
So you divide out 4, and that's 1, and then
p plus 5.
good. Now they both have a p, so in addition to that 4, I'm going to take out a p, and you said that'd be p plus 5, right? And then down here I have 4p squared. I'm going to write that as 4 times p times p. Because p squared is just p times p. Why am I writing it out like that, guys? Yeah, thanks, Allie. I cross out a 4 and cross out a p, so that's just p plus 5 over p. You okay with that so far? Okay, now keep, change, flip. Let's just keep going with this. So now I can't do any simplifying here, so I'm going to change that divide to multiply, and then flip it over so it's 3 over 4p, like that. Since I already simplified before, is there anything I can do right now? Nope. So we're just going to write this out. This is 3 times p plus 5. And then in the bottom, we add a 4 and then p squared. So I'm going to write that. Alright, we are so close. We just have a couple left here. You guys are doing great. Let me get rid of that writing because that's hard to read. Okay. Send this to Hiram. What can I do on this next one? Right here. How should I start this out? Which would be what?
It's 2b times b minus 6.
Awesome. Let's just go and keep, change, flip while we're factoring. So the b plus 5, that's on the bottom. How would I write this so I keep, change, flip higher?
b plus 5 over b minus 6.
There we go. So we keep, keep, change, flip while we factor, and great. What can I cross out?
Everything but the 2B.
Oh, man. Everything but the 2b, b minus 6, b plus 5, leaves you with just 2b. Or not 2b. Okay, let's go to the next one. Jordan, wait, no. Joshua, I can't read my own handwriting. Josh, how do I factor, how do I factor m squared plus 5m plus 6? What is my thought process there?
So you want to find two numbers that multiply 6 and add 5. So it's positive 2 and positive 3.
And I'm going to keep, change, flip while we're doing this, okay? So, change it 2 times, and then this will actually be, bring that to the top, right? So that's m plus 2, m plus 3, because it was the same. Like that. Are you guys okay with us factoring and keep changing, flipping at the same time? Awesome. Okay, Josh, what can I cross out?
And you cross out the n plus 2 and n plus 2. And the n plus 3 and the n plus 3.
So what's left over?
N plus 3 over 1. So by that,
Thanks, Josh. Alright, just 2 more. Let's go to this next one here. We're going to do the keep, change, flip while we're factoring. Brandon, help me out with this. 1 over n plus 9, I can't do anything there, right? So let's just keep that the same. But I want you to flip and factor at the same time. So what can I do here? And what would that leave you with? So I'm gonna, and that will be now in the numerator, right? Because I keep, change, flip, so I have 3. And it's not gonna be 9. What's 18 divided by 3? You're good. N minus 6. And then we'll put that 6 minus n in the bottom. Alright, so we did keep, change, flip while we took out the greatest common factor there. And Brandon, what can I do here? And then it would be the same, right? So we could cross it out if we put a negative. That's what you're telling us, right? So our final answer here is going to be negative 3 over n plus 9. Okay, this last one I want you to try to do on your own. Do the keep, change, flip while you factor, and see if you could simplify, okay? Alright, so you might not be finished. I'm going to kind of intervene right now, make sure we're good. Peyton, will you help me with this? Tell me what you did.
So I kept n plus 3 over n minus 4,
Uh-huh.
and which was so that n squared minus 13 n plus 36 is 1 half, and then I factored, and so it has to multiply 36 and add to negative 13, which is n minus 9 and n minus 4.
Awesome. Okay.
And then n minus 9 would be on the bottom. And then you can cross out n minus 9 and n minus 4.
So you're just left with,
Mm.
do you guys agree with Peyton there? Nice job. There we go. Okay, I want you to give yourself a ranking 1 through 5 with how you feel about multiplying and dividing those ones. 1 through 5. 5 would be you're an expert. 1 would be you don't know what class you're in. Okay. Awesome. Okay, so now you've got a lot of time here. You're going to get going on your homework, and if you have questions, ask me or a neighbor for help, and you probably will get this finished, which is nice because I know homework, right? Here we go.